Hello everyone, I'm Pafslash and welcome back to Let's Play The Legend of Heroes Trails in the Sky. There is nothing over in this corner. How absurd. Yes, so in the last episode we received a request from the mayor to go investigate the good old airliner incident, and we made our way up to Hacken Gate. And there is something I've completely forgot to do. It's to actually load up one of my backups. There we go. There we go. There we go. Now we are at the right file. And as you can see, our party is level 10 and 12. Shara is still level 12. She never levels. She will never level. And there's that. I also think I have better equipment, better orbment, better literally everything on this save. Because of all my failed recordings, I have a multitude of saves I can just really abuse, really. So, let us go talk to this guy, see if we can get an audience with the General Morgan. How in the world did you guys get through? The barricade hasn't been lifted on the Housing Road yet. We came here on an errand from Mayor Mabel from Bose. Do you think you could get us in to see the General Morgan? I say it all the time. Joshua explained what the mayor had requested without disclosing his identity. Well, that's understandable. In either case, I could definitely get you in to see the general, but unfortunately he's out at the moment. Everyone's out at the moment in this game. He's actually spearheading a number of searches right now. Looks like our timing was bad. You don't happen to have an idea when he might return, do you? I think he'll be back sometime today. There's a bar in that rest stop over there, so why don't you wait there for him? I'll let you know when he gets back. A bar in the rest stop? Why is there a bar in a place like this? Obviously because this is the border with the Empire. The screening process for those entering and leaving the country is really strict, so there's a lot of travelers who have to wait quite a bit. That makes a lot of sense. In that case, it's understandable that you would need facilities like an inn and a bar. Well then, we'll take you up on your suggestion and wait over at the bar. Indeed we will. The bar can be found over here, located in the corner. So... Hello. Dude, man, we can talk. Good day and welcome to our humble establishment on the outskirts of Bose. This is a bar. We got wine to drink and food to eat. Just don't expect anything too elaborate. Indeed. Hello, sir. You sitting awfully silent there. Do you have something fun to say? I always try to align my characters perfectly, but they never listen. No, not you. You, dude. There you go. What a surprise! This is my first time eating Libelle's cooking, but it was rather delectable. Well, I'm glad you liked it. If you head to town, there's a number of other places where you can eat great liberal cooking as well. Anyway, enjoy your trip. That I will do, believe me. If this is the kind of food I can get in a border dive like this, then it's truly I'm in for a feast elsewhere in this land. Well, excuse me for not having a bar here on the outskirts of the country. Anyway, how about a glass of wine? I know it's not high-end exactly, but the taste is worth the price. Well done, maybe I will. Do you think this guy is... looks like a traveler from the Empire, if you ask me. Oh, certainly. Hello, you. I'm a merchant from the Roman Empire, and I'm on my way to Bose. Cool. Hello, girl. The blonde-haired man over there is rather handsome and well-dressed, but after talking to him, I find him to be a little odd. Yeah, he's a little oddball. Let's try having a chat with him again. Good day to you all, my fine friends. You appear to be citizens of Libelle, but may I ask you if you're traveling to the Empire? Nope, we're just here on an errand. We're not traveling to the Empire. You appear to be a citizen of Erebonia yourself. What about you? Are you here to visit the Liberal Kingdom? I'm glad you asked. I'm indeed a visitor in Libelle, both for work and for pleasure. And you say you're running an errand, but I can see your true colors. I know exactly who you are. Who we are? Indeed, your bracers know. How do you know? We removed our bracer emblems. Wait, are you trying to tell us that you're in the same profession? It's true that there are guild branches in the Empire, but actually I'm not a bracer. I just know several people in the guild, that's all. And there's an air about you that reminded me of them, so I just thought I'd ask. Those are some excellent deductive reasoning skills you got. I don't think an amateur could have picked us out of a crowd like that. Are you sure you're a traveler? Haha, please don't look at me with such suspicious eyes. Those cold flickering eyes of amber, just like a glass of exquisite brandy. You just make me want to kiss you and hold you in my arms. You're a bold one, aren't you? Wait a minute, are you one of those men who likes other boys? I just can't help myself when I see something so beautiful standing before my eyes. Daughters of serenity, sons of elegance, supernatural melodies and cleansing landscapes, masterpieces and stories to move the soul. At last but not least, the most exquisite in food and drink, for things such as these are those which pique my interest. So you're a pervert, just like I thought. Yep, definitely a pervert. How dreadful is it that genius is misunderstood in every generation? I feel as if my delicate glass heart is about to be broken. You with your magnificent black hair, please comfort me in my time of need. I'm going to have to pass. You really scared me for life as it is. I've heard strange conversation in Malay, but this one is worth remembering. Oh, look at that kid's face. Ah! The bartender's just like, wow. Hey, you three! Oh, it's a soldier from earlier. The general has returned. I just spoke to him about the matter and he said he'll meet you now. Really? Yeah, so come to the barracks with me immediately. Oh, that's fun. Oh, that was much quicker than I thought. Yeah, now at least maybe we'll be able to find out what's going on. Okay, then let's be off, shall we? Wait a minute, something is wrong here. What are you following us around for? Timing is excellent. You didn't miss a beat in exiting behind us. It seems almost natural, scarily so. Ha, you noticed. Everything about you all just seemed so interesting, so I thought I'd take a gander. Please don't mind me. Carry on, my good gent and mademoiselles. Of course we're going to mind. Now get you. Shoo, shoo. Scrooge. Who was that guy? Seriously, what was his deal? He's not normal, that's for sure. Getting rid of that weirdo is probably better not only for ourselves, but a service for the world at large too. I'll start and meet with the general. Indeed. Now that's an interesting fellow, if I've ever seen one. Hello. I could hear some arguing. Was it some kind of problem with another traveler? No, nothing big like that. At his side, could you let us meet with the general? Yeah, he's inside. This office is the last door on the left. Make sure you don't go wandering around in all the places where you're not permitted. Alright. Then let us have a gander. Also, I don't think I've ever mentioned this, but you can actually walk in this game. Yeah, you can actually walk as opposed to the usual running about, which I do. So yeah, I'm just using the D-pad to walking and the analog stick to running. Last door to the left, huh? I guess it's this one. The end of the hall on the left. Looks like this is the general's room. Knock. Alright, here goes nothing. Are you here on behalf of Miss Mabel? That's right. Very well, come inside. Thank you for seeing us. Gotta give him the gruffest voice of all the gruff, you know? I'm glad that you came. My name is Morgan. I have been tasked with guarding the Hacking Gate by Her Majesty Queen Alicia. It's an honor to meet you, sir. We're all here on behalf of Mayor Mabel. Please pardon our intrusion during such a busy time. There's no need to apologize. I've known Mabel since he was but a child. I couldn't imagine ignoring her request, much less one from the mayor. Alright then, would you please read this first? There you go. Gave him the letter. So it's about the missing airliner, is it? Under ordinary circumstances, that information would be strictly confidential, but considering this is a request coming from her, I'll tell you everything I know. Sweet! Sweet! What? Are you so happy about something that doesn't concern you? Crap, I should have kept my mouth shut. The mayor appears quite distraught of the situation, and so we want to do anything we can to assist her. I see. Well, I'm glad to hear that she's been blessed with some good people around her. Let me get right down to things and explain the status of our search efforts. Please do. The airliner Linde disappeared on its way to Relent after taking off from the Boast landing port. Presently, we have units searching all areas of the region, but we have yet to come up with anything. So what you're saying is the possibility of the incident being caused by monsters or an accident is fairly slim, right? If an airship of that size had crashed, it likely would have been discovered in the initial search efforts. Yes, that's exactly right. In fact, the flight route between Boast and Relent goes over some plains that allow a commanding view of the land. And of course, the probability of the airliner going down in Valeria Lake or the ocean is extremely low. Boy, am I relieved to hear that. It's probably not a worst case scenario like that. So, if those have been ruled out, then that leaves the door open to the possibility that the airship could have been taken, right? Which makes me think that the only remaining motives must be to loot the cargo or demand a ransom for the hostages. In other words, a hijacking, right? Also, considering the geographical conditions, it could have been a covert operation carried out by the Imperial Army. And that would be really big news if that were the case. What's the matter, General? I was just thinking that's quite an impressive assessment for some civilians. We also consider the possibility that the Imperial Army was involved, so we have enforced strict regulations on the flow of information. And an international incident, if taken lightly, could result in another war. But thanks to the small mercies of Idios, the possibility for another conflict disappeared early this morning. A certain organization sent a letter to the royal family and orbital ship company claiming responsibility and demanding a ransom for the passengers. This organization goes by the name of the Capua family. The Capua family? It couldn't be who I think it is, could it? Certainly appears to be that way. Sky bandits have been operating in shadows in the Bose regions and are led by 3 siblings at their head. I take it you've heard of them? Not only have I heard of them, we just had a run-in with them in Roland. I just can't believe those good-for-nothing thieves have managed to create such a big incident here in Bose. Estelle? Oops. You had a run-in with them in Roland? I'd heard that some of their gang had shown up in the Roland region, but... I think he's onto us. Yeah, because you and your big mouth. I see now. I thought the way you were able to analyze the situation was strange for mere civilians. But I never would have guessed that a little girl and a couple of kids like you were bracers. Who are you calling kids? Just for the record, Mayor Mabel did in fact request that we come here and talk to you. Silence, deceivers! Get in here, men! He looks pretty pissed. So this is how a hard-nosed military man acts, eh? What's the matter, General? Did this visitor try to pull anything funny? These bracers need to be shown the door. Throw them out immediately. Well, that went wrong. Just what is your problem, old man? Trying to brush us off like bugs? You're not different. Hiding your identity so you could try and finagle some information out of me. It's because you pull underhanded action like that the bracers can't be trusted. Just where do you get off calling it finagling? It's your own fault if you don't share information with the guild to begin with. Nonsense, who in the right mind would leave an incident this big into the hands of a mere civilian group? I swear all the stupid things Mabel could have tried to pull, hiring a bunch of kids like this and getting in the way of our search party. How about you cut with the crap, General? Why do you think we've had to come all the way from Roland to begin with? It's because when it comes down to it, you military morons can't do your job. What did you just say? Holy cow! She was really pissed, alright. For the past few months, you've known about the string of burglaries, which seems to be the work of Sky Bandits, right? And who, knowing full well it was them, dumped the workload onto the guild instead of looking into it themselves like they should have, huh? And now, the second this incident happens, you get on your high horse with an attitude, yet you've got nothing to show for it, no hostage or even the location of the missing airliner. Don't you think that's an embarrassment to the entire kingdom? Silence, girl! The military is an organization that runs on discipline and does not take action on a whim. And like a group I know who didn't think ahead and let the Sky Bandits escape, so enough with your insolence. So you're really looking for a fight, aren't you? How sad it is to see such discord. Interrupted by who? Look at that. The one, the only. Strife brings nothing to the born. Beer but only extends to the barren wilderness within our hearts. Let me sing a requiem for you all, one to soothe your parched souls. A gentle yet wistful tune to bathe your brittle spirits and cause the deserts of your heart to bloom. I wonder now, should I try to sing? Right, okay, like a guiding light. I don't know the song though, so I don't even know if these lyrics actually match to the melody. But the melody itself is fairly pretty. Just take a moment to kind of like get in. blonde-haired man. We haven't got a name for this guy yet, actually. Our passionate first and final kiss. I'm gonna try. I'm gonna improvise. Fuck everything. Your tears to me are an amber bliss. I think. Let us immure this eternal love. I'm too good for this. Haha, it looks like you all understand what I was trying to get across. What is it that is most precious above all? That's love and peace, baby. I think it's about time for the search party to be returning with the reports. That's right, General. I should get back on duties and make sure you don't let these kids in again. Oh, and cancel any further checks on the traveler along the Eisen Road. Having these kids around any longer will just be an eyesore. Right away, sir. He ran away. I wish we could escape. He's still right behind us, isn't he? Ha ha ha, no matter which country you visit, military men lack romanticism. But you lot, on the other hand, appear to appreciate my aesthetic sense. You know, maybe we should get going ourselves. Yeah, good idea. We had a bit of trouble, but we did manage to get some information. After we get back to Bose, how would we think about our future plan of attack? But where are you going? Wait for me, I mean, please wait for me! And we all ended up back in the bar, I see. Let me try and introduce myself again. I am Olivia Lenheim, a wandering bard and musician by trade. As you already know, I am an Erebonian touring your fair libelle. I'm Estelle, and... Now wait a minute, why do we have to introduce ourselves to you? Here's Estelle, he did Indecira for us back there. I'm Joshua, and I'm Sherazard. Things were getting pretty heated, and I'm glad you stepped in before something really bad happened. Let me just say thanks. Ha! You got nothing to thank me for. I only did what any person who loves beauty and peace would have done. However, if you insist, how about going out on a date with me for a day? I'm going to pass on that. First of all, I don't have that sort of free time. That's too bad. Alright then, I guess I'll accept Joshua as a substitute. Why do I have to go to without what do I have to do with any of this? Please don't involve me in your questionable humor. Well, that's odd, I didn't mean it as a joke. Saying that makes you even more questionable. Now just a minute, how come you didn't invite me on a date? You? I don't know how to put this, but you're a bit lacking in the sexy department. You might want to think about taking a lesson or two from your friend here. Well, excuse me for not being sexy. And just what do you mean by saying I should take a few lessons from Joshua? Calm down, Estelle. I think you're cute enough just the way you are. Though I guess it's true, you are a bit lackluster in the sexy category. Ooh, Joshua, that's gonna hurt. What did you just say? Oh, good grief. Anyway, like I said before, we're busy. I'm sorry that's not a better way to thank you, but we gotta get going. Then how about you take me along with you to the city of Bose? This is my first time in Liberl after all, and I'd like to request a guide. Well, if that's the only one, then I don't mind. Shara, now just a second. It's the least we can do, and we're headed to the same place anyway. Plus, acting as a guide is one of the Bracer's many duties. Oh, alright, I guess we're stuck with him until then. But what if he tries to sink his poisonous fangs of lust into Joshua? Estelle? Don't you worry, Joshua. I'll save you from his perverted attentions if he tries anything funny. What exactly you think he'll try? Please don't refer to me like I'm some sort of ferocious beast. I'd rather call me a hunter of love. Even Love Stealer wouldn't be that bad of a title either. Are you right in the head? So how about it, everyone? Shall we leave for Bose? I'm counting on you all to get me there safely, so now let us be off. Who died and made you leader? Hey, wait a minute, I'm not done warning you about the grisly fate that awaits you if you sully Joshua's innocence. Oh boy. Yep, but that's gonna be all of this for this episode. All of it for this episode, because this episode is long enough as it is. So thank you guys so much for watching. Next episode, we'll take this fucker over to Bose. So see you guys then.